Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. Today I'm going to be doing a match preview of the Arsenal vs PSG game tomorrow. So I thought I'd come on here tonight, guys, and chat about going into the game, how we're feeling, the lineup, etc. And so big up to everyone that is watching this. And I can't wait to chat with you all today as well. Big up to everyone that watched my show yesterday as well. I think honestly the feeling around Arsenal at the moment is quite a good feeling. Obviously Liverpool have won the league, and obviously congratulations to them. I think they deserved it. I don't think we were good enough at all in the league. For me, this is our thing to win. I think this is the only exciting thing about our season, getting to a semi-final. So, I'm excited for this game. I think in the Champions League we have a different type of mindset. It's something to look forward to. I think we've definitely got a great chance to get to that final. And I'm personally excited for this game tomorrow. Obviously, the first leg's at home. Obviously, I would rather it be the second leg, but it is what it is, guys. And I'm excited to see how we do. Obviously, we'll be without Party as well in that midfield for the first leg, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is, guys. I'm sure we can, cover that and be able to get through it. But I'm honestly excited. I think it's going to be such a competitive match. Obviously, we know that PSG are having a great season in the league, and they'll really want to get to that final. I do think it will be Barcelona in that final. I've got a good feeling about that, like the women's. So, I don't really know how we're going to get through this. It's going to be a different test to Madrid. I think PSG are having a good season. They've got a lot of their fit players, and some of our players have come back, which is obviously really positive, but it isn't ideal to have some of our players out for this game at Partey. We do really need him in this game. So, it is a blow for us, but we're going to have to get through that and, see how we get on, guys. I'm obviously excited for the game. Let me know how you're all feeling about the game because it is a big game in our season. And it's one that I'm excited for. I'm excited to play PSG. I never really thought we would be up against PSG and get into semi-final. I'm really proud we got past Madrid, but our next step now is obviously winning it, getting to that final. Let me know, guys, how you feel about the game. And I'm going to get straight into it, guys. I'm going to give you my lineup. And all my score predictions, all that stuff, guys. So please don't forget to like this video, do subscribe here, comment as well. Tell me how you're feeling about the game, as I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Now, before I start, I've got a question here. Big up, Goon 1992. How do you feel about the game? Yeah, honestly, I'm excited for the game. Obviously, I would rather the second leg be at home, but there's no doubt we could turn it around if we need to in that second leg. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great game. We've got to just get a really positive result on that first leg. But you never know Arsenal what they can do in the Champions League. I think if we got to the final, that would be amazing. Get our revenge on Barca if we get Barca in the final. But I think it's going to be a different test to the first leg when we played Madrid, and I think it's going to be tough. I'm excited to see how we get on tomorrow. I'm very excited for the game. Hope you guys are all excited as well. I'm going to get straight into this, guys. I'm going to do my lineup. Now, obviously, David Raya goes in goals. No shadow of a doubt about that. He's on number one, and he's been great throughout the season. I think it's going to really be important for this game. Now, the back four, it's going to be really tough because I do sort of think in this game, do we need to play Lewis Skelly in the attacking role? Do we need to play Lewis Skelly a bit higher up on the pitch? So I think the left back one's a really tough one to make. Calafiori should be back soon. He's been out for ages, honestly. Um, Let me go defensively first. I think Saliba and Kivior have built a good partnership together. I think that it'd be unfair not to start Kivior in this game. I think he's done a decent job, to be honest with you. And I definitely think he deserves a start in this game. So I would start them two together. I think they've definitely being important. I think Saliba, it's a big game for him. I think we know Saliba's great and he's been great throughout the season, but I do think he has a mistake in him. I do think that he lacks that focus, and I think we need him to make sure he's at his best. And yeah, I think if he wasn't afraid of the occasion when we played Madrid, so I definitely think he'll be up for this game as well. Yeah, Timber for me, definitely like to see Timber. I think it would be great to see him get minutes. I think he's been so important for us this season. As I've said myself that he's been such an important player. So yeah, I would probably play Lewis Skelly at left back. I mean, we don't have many options. Ben White isn't often fit, and I just think this is a big game, and it's a lot to ask for him to start this. The midfield, obviously, Rice starts, and he's been such a great player, and I'm really excited to see if he can provide us with any free kicks this season, and if he can just help us in any way for this game, which would be really important as we do need him in these big moments. Now, who would I play along Rice? I don't think Jorginho is fit, and if he is fit, if Jorginho is fit, I would play him, but I wouldn't really want to play him. I'm gonna really take a risk for this game, and I'd probably, maybe it's a good chance to see when Neri gets some minutes in that midfield. Apologies about that, guys. As I was saying, yeah, I think, I wouldn't be opposed to playing Neri and seeing how he does there. It's a tough one with Partey being out. Marino, for us, definitely is that player up top. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Arteta put Marino in midfield and um, gave something, a different go. But listen, I think Marino is definitely much more suited up top. But I wouldn't. I'd get if he did that and maybe play Trossard up top or Martinelli up top. I think this game's going to be a lot tougher for us with these injuries. But yeah, I think the midfield. I honestly don't know what we would do. It's a very very tough one. You could always play Lewis Skelly there. That's another thing you could do. If you wanted to, you could play Ben White defensively. I don't really know what Teta's going to do. I think it's a really tough decision to make. And yeah, obviously, but listen, Thomas Partey will be back for the second leg. That is what's the most important thing. And whatever happens with his future, he's going to be important for us and for this, for the rest of the season for the Champions League. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what we do about Partey there. Um, Big up, Taki Arsenal fan 18. Big up yourself. I hope you're good. It's great to see you in the chat. Let me know, guys, how you're all feeling about the game tomorrow because I'm excited. I think there's a great feeling around Arsenal at the moment. I mean, I know the league, it's a bit. I don't listen. We know it's done now. It had been done ages. It had been done for a while anyway. But I think for us, it's definitely a great feeling to be back in the Champions League at the highest level. And listen, Liverpool, if they have the league and we have the Champions League, I really wouldn't complain. It'd be amazing to win the Champions League. If we did that, that would be a dream come true to me. So yeah, I really do hope that does happen for us. But listen, it's going to be a big game ahead for us, whatever happens, and I just really hope we can get over the line and do the job on the first leg, the second leg. I don't really care how we win. If we're able to get to that final, that would be amazing. And as I said before, I do think it will be up against Barcelona. I think that for me, it just feels like it's written in the stars for us to play Barcelona in that final. Hopefully, we can get our revenge on them of what they've put us through when we previously played them. Yeah, I really do hope we can really, do this and get to that final. Now, my front three is it's so tough, really, to pick sort of in on the left hand side as well with Trossard and Martinelli. For me, there's no shadow of doubt which Saka starts. And he definitely has deserved his right to be back in the starting 11. He's been so important for us. So Saka definitely starts on the right for me. Obviously, it does depend on what Arteta does do in that midfield. You might put Mourinho back in that midfield because We are very light in the midfield. I think it's so obvious to see that. So I think I'd probably put Mourinho up top for this. So I definitely want to see what does happen there. But listen, I think that Mourinho is going to be so important for us. I think he has been important for us these last, few games this season. And yeah, I'm excited to see how he does perform. And yeah, Mourinho would go up top for me, Saka on the right. I honestly don't know who I would play on the left. It's so tough to pick because I think Martinelli, he scored in, against Madrid. He was amazing. But also Trossard has been really scoring a lot at the moment. I think it's a good headache to have. Obviously, whatever Arteta decides, we'll have to see how we get on. But I definitely think it's a good headache to have. I personally, I'd probably go for um, Martinelli for me. I think Martinelli for me has been so important. He's growing confidence as the season's gone on, and I think, he's definitely got to start for this game. I also think it's so difficult because Trossard equally has been doing so well, and I think he definitely deserves a lot of credit for his performances and his confidence. I think he's really grown in confidence, and like I've said about a lot of these other players, I don't know his future. I don't know what he's going to do at the end of the season, but for now, we can just appreciate that he's really helping us, and yeah, he's doing a good job for us right now. But obviously, it's so hard to pick between them two. But ultimately, Arteta might decide to put Trossard up top, Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, Mourinho midfield. I just don't know what we're going to do. But come on, hey, hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're all looking forward to the game tomorrow. As I'm absolutely buzzing. I think it's going to be great. I think we do need to really get a positive result on the first leg. Obviously, it's not the end of the world if we don't. But I definitely think it's going to be a different type of test. I think Madrid were having a bad season. I think that they had injuries just like us, and yeah, I think we were definitely the better team overall. But I think PSG is going to be a different type of test for sure. Um, PSG are too strong for Arsenal. They have great attackers. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a different type of game for us against PSG. As you mentioned, they are so strong in their attack, and I think that's something that's going to cause us problems and it's going to be really tough for us. I think we just need to believe in ourselves, our ability, because we have some great players. Marino has been amazing. The assists he's been making, the passes that he's able to find, and the goals he's contributed since Havertz has been out, I think it's been amazing. So I think for us, we've just got to believe in ourselves and our ability. But I also think it's going to be really tough to defensively deal with PSG because they have been amazing. And yeah, obviously it's going to be exciting to see how we sort of do on the first leg. And yeah, it's a shame. I think the midfield is going to be different, obviously, with that party. But all we can do is our best job, and hopefully we'll get the job done. But yeah, guys, obviously I would prefer to have the first maybe away. I don't know, guys. Let me know how you feel about that. I don't know. I mean, either way, we need to be good on both legs to get through. But PSG, I want to just speak about them because, as Kuma mentioned, they have been very strong. They have got really good players, and I definitely think they're going to cause us a lot of problems. I think we need to be focused for the whole game. I mean, as I mentioned before, Saliba has been known to make a few mistakes. So I think for us, we've got to make sure we're at our best for this game and we don't make any mistakes for this. And PSG, throughout their campaign, they are responsible for 38% of the goals from set pieces. So, yeah, I think for us, we've definitely got to make sure that we can exploit that if they're struggling with their corners, conceding corners. I think we've definitely got to exploit that, make the most of it, and really take our chances in that area of the game. I mean, we have been really great anyway at set pieces, at scoring set pieces. So I think for us, we've really got to make the most of that and just be clinical in this game. And we've got to really get a positive result on that first leg for me if we want to have a good chance in that second leg. We've got to really make it difficult for them. So for me, I would definitely exploit that in their game if that's I think that's probably their weakness, the set pieces. And I think for us, we've been really great at scoring from set pieces. I mean, free kicks now, it's something that we've definitely been much better at to take our chances at. I mean, Declan Rice, I think he's got to be our guy if we are going to get any set pieces, especially free kicks. I think he's really got to be that person for us and take those opportunities for us, because honestly, I don't really see anyone else who could really take those free kicks. I mean, Saka's amazing. I think he's definitely up there, but I think for me, I just think that Declan Rice is our best player to take those set pieces. I mean, on corners, he's great as well. So, um, yeah, I think it's going to be tough for that. I think Odegaard for me just probably isn't that guy right now to take those set pieces and try and help us win games. I just don't think that he's there just yet. I think he's lacking confidence, and I think, in an ideal world, I would love him to step up in this game, but I don't think Odegaard's there yet. I think Odegaard is, yeah, I think he's struggling massively for some reason, and we have to respect that and just get through this season. And if we can get to a final, that'd be great. But I definitely think Declan Rice has been such a big player for us in that role of taking those set pieces, and I think he definitely surprised us. Didn't think he had it in his locker to really score from those set pieces. I think he's really proved himself this season. I think he's definitely grown as the season's gone on. And yeah, Declan Rice is so incredible at what he does. And yeah, I'm excited to see how he does in this game. I think it's going to be a big game. Obviously, the midfield, I think, is going to be the most important part of the game. I think it would. I think the game will be won in that midfield role, because for us, Partey being out isn't ideal. I mean, Declan Rice could have been out as well. Can you guys imagine if it was Declan Rice out, and Partey out? So I think out of one of them, I'd rather Declan Rice be fit. So obviously, delighted he's going to be there, and playing for this game. I think he's definitely a future captain, Declan Rice. I think he's really shown how incredible he is on the biggest stages, and these are the big games. You really need them to take their chances. So I think if we ever get any free kicks tomorrow, I think we've definitely got to, yeah, take our chances, be clinical. Um, yeah, I'm excited for this game, guys, and let me know how you're all feeling. And let me know your score prediction as well. Um, I'm obviously nervous for this game. I'm going to go, in my head, I'm thinking 2-0 to an Arsenal. I think that we'll just edge it. I don't think that it'll be quite a thrashing result. I don't think it'll be like Real Madrid. I think it's going to be a very different test, and I think PSG are a great team, and I think that's to be expected. I'm probably. I probably think 2-0, I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to confidently say 2-0 Arsenal. Listen, if that happened on the first leg, I couldn't complain, because I think that is a really good way to start your first leg. To win by that sort of margin, I think would be great. Obviously, when you're 2-0 up, you're not really won the game. They're still in it. So I think we do need to really kill it off on the first leg if we can. But yeah, it's gonna be tough tomorrow. But if that said, we need to win the first leg if we can. If not, I do think we have the mentality, the belief to turn it around. I think Mourinho for me is definitely being that breath of fresh air, and I think he's gonna really help us tomorrow. Um, which Arsenal player to watch tomorrow? I think that midfield's going to be so important. I'd probably say Declan Rice, Odegaard. In an ideal world, I really do need Odegaard to have a really big game tomorrow. I think this is a game we really need Odegaard to sort of dictate that play and really make things happen in the attack. So I think the midfield will be important for us tomorrow. But honestly, you just don't know if Arsenal, like, I don't know what lineup Arteta's going to go for. He might be bold. He might want to change a few things, but you just don't know about Arteta. But if our attack can just take our chances, we can be clinical. I think we've just got to be ruthless in this game. That's probably the word I would use, ruthless. I think they're obviously a great side, but also so are we. I think we're capable of obviously doing really well in this game. Be up Carrington Blunt. Beside Madrid had great attackers too, but we had a great defence. Big up Safe Community Gooners, big up yourself. Yeah, I think that Listen, I think defensively, I think we've had a few changes throughout the season. As I've mentioned before, Timber's been amazing to watch, and he's been so clinical. You know, consistently. And sorry, guys, he's been so consistent at how he performs week in, week out. You know, he's been at that level for such a long period throughout the season. So I think for me, I think Timber is probably going to do how he usually does and puts in a really good shift. I think I do have a little bit of worry in my mind about Saliba because I think he has been known recently to have an error or two in this game. So I think he needs to make sure that he is focused. As much as him and Kivior have built a great partnership, I do think he's missing Gabriel with him. I think he's missing his maybe leadership there. I think they've built a great friendship off the pitch as well. So I think that has been missed as well. And yeah, there's some Lewis Skelly, possibly if he plays, you know, we just have to see what happens there. But yeah, I think defensively we've just got to be at our best, especially, you know, if they're going to attack and make things difficult for us. But yeah, guys, I'm obviously so excited for the game tomorrow. I think it's an exciting time to play PSG. We did play them previously in our last game where we won 2-0. Back then, I think PSG aren't what they were now. I think PSG now are more. I think they're a lot more difficult to play. I mean, when we played them back then, we comfortably won against PSG. I think we can all say that. But now it's a different type of test. It's going to be different, and I think we just got to be prepared for that. Even though we're facing some setbacks, some injuries, some players are going to be missing for this game. So yeah, I think we just got to be at our best for this, and yeah, just do what we can. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see how we get on tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow as well, guys. After the game, I will be on here straight after. So I just really hope that we turn up, we do our job, we do what we have to do. Because you just never know with Arsenal how we're going to do in that first leg. The first leg's always a tough one because you're working each other out and the team out what each other's qualities are, strengths are, weaknesses are. So I think the first leg is always so important. But I think we all know now our season is done. Our season in the league is pretty dead over. I mean, if we can finish second, that's all we can do right now. But yeah, I think we can all agree that it's not really been the best season for us. So if we can have some positivity, end the season on a real positive note, I think that would be amazing for us to do that. But big up to everyone as well that's watching. I'm going to stay on here for about 5 to 10 more minutes. So please don't forget to send in any of your questions. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow after the game. I mean, I think a draw wouldn't be the best result, but I don't think it would be the worst. I think you can smile knowing that we've won. I mean, it would be great for it to be on the first leg, for it to be sort of done then. But I think for us, I think PSG are a different side to when we last faced them. It's going to be a different type of test, and we just have to be prepared for that. And as people said, defensively, we are very good, and we have been. And Kivior's been doing great. I think he definitely deserves a lot of credit for how he's been performing. And yeah, I think it's going to be a big test for us going into this game. But we've got a very good squad back. I mean, Saka's back and he's been amazing. Saka and Marino as well. I think they're going to be so crucial tomorrow for this game. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I don't know what Arsenal are going to do. And yeah, big up to everyone is watching this. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. As I said, I'll be on here for 5 more minutes. I'm going to wrap this up in a few moments. So don't forget to be smashed at likes, guys. And yeah, do subscribe here if you are new. Is Kivior underrated? A good question, actually. Sorry, it's not a press. A good question. Thank you for your comment. I think he's obviously. I think we can all admit, we know Gabriel and Saliba will always start together. They've built this great connection, and they've deserved to have this partnership together, and they've done amazing. I think Kivior stepped up massively, so I would say in that sense he is a bit underrated because people aren't expecting him to do that. That's such a good job, and he has been doing a really good job in these big games and the big Champions League games against Madrid. So, yeah, I would say Kivior is a bit underrated in that role that he's built with Saliba. And I think, yeah, I definitely think he deserves that credit for how he's been performing, how much of hard work he's been putting in. I think he's definitely done a really good job for Arsenal. So, yeah, I do kind of agree with that he has been quite underrated in these big moments, which he's had to step up in. And he's not going to be a starter. I think we all kind of acknowledge that, but I think if he can just help us in these moments when we need him, I think that's all I can ever ask from him. And Ellison, I know he's been linked to other clubs before about his future, so I don't really know what his future is about. I don't know if he's going to be here in the summer, but for now, and so we can be happy knowing that he has done a great job. And listen, tomorrow is a big game for him, so we can't get carried away just yet. But I think at the moment we can all say that he has done a great job with Saliba. And Jay's not made any mistakes, and yeah, he even scored the other day. So, yeah, I do like Kivior. I do find him a bit underrated. But these are games he has to step up, and these are games that we need him to really rise to the occasion in. So, yeah, I just really hope that we'll get to see him put in a big shift tomorrow. As I am expecting him to start, I don't see why Arteta wouldn't start him. I think he's the best sort of partnership person, like role you would put with Saliba together. But as I said, Saliba needs to be making sure he's at his best, not making them mistakes because they will cost us. And we don't really want to concede in the first leg. I mean, I would be happy with a 2-0 win. I think, obviously, like I said, when you're 2-0, when you're winning 2-0, the game isn't over yet, and it's still very wide open. So, yeah, it's definitely a tough one to call. But yeah, guys, my score prediction for tomorrow is 2-0. I want to just go through my lineup again to those that might have just tuned in now or want to just know my lineup. Obviously, David Raya in goal. The midfield, if I'm being honest, that's something that I'm still questioning now. I probably would go with a back four of Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis Skelly. Or I am debating whether or not to put Lewis Skelly higher up on the pitch in that midfield. I think that would actually work quite well. And obviously Rice at midfield of Odegaard, maybe Jorginho if he's fit, Ranieri, and Saka, Marino up top. I mean, like I said, Marino could play in that midfield role as well because we don't really have a lot of options for Zapata, but and yeah, play Martinelli. I mean, like I've said before, it's so tough to choose Martinelli or Trossard because I think they've both got a lot of confidence at the moment. Martinelli's goal in that Champions League was honestly so amazing, and I'm still absolutely buzzing about that. So I think it's a tough one to call, but yeah, that would be my lineup for that. I'd probably Trossard on to bring us some energy when we need him. So yeah, guys, that is my lineup, my score predictions. I hope you all have enjoyed my show tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be back later tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what time, probably at 9:30, 10 I'll be back. So hopefully we'll have got a good result. I mean, a draw wouldn't be ideal, wouldn't be the worst result either. So I hope we can get a win on the first leg. But thank you all for watching. I do really appreciate your support. And yeah, I will see you on my next video. Please don't forget to share the stream. Don't forget to like it, comment it, all of that stuff. And yeah, I will see you all very soon. Bye.